Let's begin by sitting up in our seat. You want to maybe close your eyes if it's in your practice to do so, but you can also keep your eyes open and fixated in front of you. It's a different kind of experience, but do your best to just stay focused in the present, regardless if the eyes are open or closed, by fixating the gaze. And if the eyes are closed, you can kind of fixate the gaze in the sense of where the nose is, getting a sense of the length of the nose and where you're kind of placing your mind's eye. Start to take a few breaths in and out. Slowly start to let go any thoughts. And the way we can do this is by simply observing the thoughts and committing to the sense of I don't have to be attached. I can just simply observe. And you'll notice that there could be a few thoughts coming to mind, and some are dominant and some are less dominant. So it's completely normal. You also want to get a sense of your body. Maybe this step-by-step motion of using your mind's eye to kind of just feel through each part of the body, from the head, down the mid-body, through the legs, into the feet. And you're just literally checking in right now. It's not a full body scan. You're just kind of checking in, testing the temperature. You also want to take an opportunity to feel your emotional body here, right? You can kind of just maybe even use your mind's eye to kind of come to your heart. We have a way of sometimes associating our emotions with our heart. So maybe if it's hard for you to feel your emotions at this moment, you think about your heart and what your heart is feeling and experiencing. And I want to challenge you here too to be an observer of these emotions. Try not to get too caught up on their ride, whether they feel good, pleasant, or unpleasant. Do your best to just kind of take a step back and be this observer of the full body, mind, the physical body, as well as the emotional body. And while you're doing this, I'm going to ring the singing bowl. Just allow it to be part of the experience, and if it happens to guide you a certain way or take your focus in a certain way, I want you to actually allow that to be explored today. Just try to stay within the present moment doing that. Know that it's a part of the present moment experience that you're going to hear the singing bowl. In your next inhale, just tell yourself that you are breathing in. And on the exhale, you are breathing out. Inhale, I am breathing in. Exhale, I am breathing out. And really listen for the sound of the breath and allow it to take you where it takes you, but still staying in the present. Notice its sound all the way to the very last bit of vibration that it provides. Notice the difference between the way the inhale is experienced through a course of sound and what it experiences in the exhale. There's a sucking motion and a pushing motion, a pull and a push. Notice also how the face accepts this. What parts of the face body are part of this breathing experience, and see if you can feel that and just kind of connect to that as well as to what the breath sounds like. Maybe in some ways harmonizing the physical sensation in the face body with the hearing sensation of the breath. And if your mind wanders, you can gently bring it back using the mantra. Inhale, I am breathing in. Exhale, I am breathing out. Also listening for how your voice sounds, your inner voice. Noticing how this can coexist at the same time of the sound of the breath. And you can connect to the harmony of the physical rise and fall of different parts of the cheek body, the nose body, the face. Just allow your full face to be filled up with this air so it can be completely filled. Maybe even exaggerate the breath just a little bit. And also exaggerate it on the exhale too. Allow there to be no air left, a complete washing away. Notice what the absence of breath feels like for you, as much as you notice the filling of breath. Allow that sensation now to come down through the throat body. Notice how this breath fills the throat and it kind of goes through the throat body. It's a passageway. And on the exhale, it completely is absent. Maybe even push a little bit more breath out through the throat body. So it goes out through the nose. On your next inhale, imagine that you're almost whispering as you breathe in. Allow just a little bit of breath to come through the throat body and come through that passage on that whisper. It's almost like you're sucking in the throat body. And gently on the exhale and slowly allow it to release through that same whispering tunnel. In yoga, we call this the jai breath, the ocean breath. See if you can really hear the ocean as you allow this little bit of breath to go through this pathway, and it's completely controlled by you. You can take it easy and allow that pathway to become more like a whisper each time you breathe in and out until you finally can hear the ocean. But try to be gentle here. Allow it to be a moment by moment breath. Allow your dry breath now to travel down through the lungs into the belly, bringing this full awareness from the nose to the belly. Only the path of this breath. Feeling the body, only that covers this true path of breath. Watching it in your mind's eye and being harmonized through the sound of the breath. Connecting to the body. Try to be in balance too, completely feeling the physical sensations and the grounding that comes with that, as much as experiencing the breath itself and the air sensation of this invisible body of air becoming visible as it comes into the body. You may not see the breath, but you know it's there as it comes in through the nose, the nostrils, as you play with it through your throat, and as it travels to the path of the belly, through the chest. Noticing this full rise. Otherwise, it's invisible. Inhaling and exhaling. Studying the breath until you get a sense of understanding. Sitting with the breath and the body until it teaches you a lesson. Until it reveals its inner wisdom to you. Do your best to allow it to be what it is. And just become an observer of it. If you like to take a hand or two and place it on the belly, that might help you as well to become this outside observer, monitoring the breath and watching it moment by moment. Now, on your next inhale, I want you to bring into your mind's eye an ocean and see yourself standing in this ocean. Maybe it's from the waist down, right where the belly is. The ocean water coming right above the belly. So each inhale and exhale is completely aligned with the body of water as it has waves that go to and from the shore. As you stand and as an observer, you can see the shoreline at a distance. Allow the sun to be beating down, so much so that on the surface you can see it for miles, gleaming off the top of the ocean body. See if you can give yourself permission to relax here for just a moment, maybe reducing the tension in the shoulders, allowing the hands to maybe expand so that they're not clenched. Letting the belly body experience a greater breath of awareness. And as you breathe in and out, notice your ocean breath, completely in harmony and in balance with the body. Just for a few moments, stay here to gain a sense of understanding. Just of the moment, nothing more, nothing less, an understanding of the moment, the present moment that you're experiencing right now while in this ocean body. And notice what things are carried with you here. And these things can be thoughts and emotions, all the stuff that maybe you noticed was present at the beginning of practice. Maybe it's thoughts of the future or thoughts of the past. Just allow it to be here and be present in a way where you put it before you while you're here in this ocean. Notice if there's any heaviness with it. Notice if there's anything unpleasant about it. Notice what's pleasant. Notice if there's anything light about it in terms of weight. And really feel the ocean body. Notice the temperature. Imagine it completely being engulfed around you, from left to right, front to back, side to side. Your feet touching the ocean floor, gently sinking at certain points with the sand, but never enough to completely knock you over. It's just this gentle waves passing by. You may notice these things continue to coexist with these other sensations and feelings. See if you can allow it to coexist for a moment, completely intentfully aware that it's there. No resistance. In fact, consciously making the decision to put it here in front of you and face it. Just as you're facing the sun that's beating down on the ocean surface, lights glimmering. These moments completely coexisting. Be an observer here. Continue to use your breath and just breathe into this space of awe. Allowing your ocean breath to be completely present. Guide this breath to help you to be here and to listen for the lessons and to garner the wisdom that you can from this experience. If you want to laugh, you can laugh. If you want to cry, you can cry. If you want to scream, you can scream here. It's just you. Remember, sometimes our laughter is a form of pain. Sometimes our pain is a form of laughter. Sometimes our tears are a form of release and a cleansing and washing, a form of joy. Sometimes our tears are representative of our regrets, our repentance. But notice how your feet remain anchored into the sand beneath you in this ocean. Nonetheless, the sun still shines. The body of water surrounds you. Breath by breath, continue to breathe through it. Exhale, I am breathing in. Exhale, I am breathing out. Allow these emotions and physical sensations to run their course. In the comfort of the body of water, feel the comfort of this ocean body surround you. Listening to your emotions, listening to your laughter or your pain, your happiness or your sadness, or the combination of all of those together, and some more that maybe don't even have descriptions. They don't have labels. See if you can be okay with allowing those to be present here too, running their course. But at the same time, still experiencing the ocean and the sun shimmering off the surface for miles, and the body of water still moving and passing, the feet still anchored to the sand beneath. Completely passing through the toes as the ocean waves continue to go to and from the shore. And on your next inhale, I want you to kick your feet back, drop your back, allow your hands to come to your sides, and allow your body to float as you let go of all of those things right here, right now. Breath by breath, just float. You may notice at first that parts of your body continue to be weighed down or heavy, but the more you breathe and be just present with the sun shining on the surface of this ocean, you feel the comfort of the ocean holding you up, and then eventually you let go completely. Breath by breath, moment by moment, there's a sense of acceptance rather than resistance. For the rest of this practice, just see if you can float and allow the ocean to take you where it may. Really completely feel the way the sun now beats down on your face as you are part of the surface, part of the waves being carried by the all-knowing ocean that's wise in years, vast in space, completely comforted by every single part of this body of water. There's nothing to do, nothing else, nowhere to go with these emotions but to let them be there. Let the physical sensations be there. Let everything be as it is, but open your hands to accept things as they are. And breathe, moment by moment. And allow it to coexist with that sun beating down, that body of water supporting you. Just try to be in the present with this. Allow the present to be the tool to soften the experiences of the past and dreams of the future. Your mind wanders, come back to floating, breath by breath. Imagine your body as light as you can, completely supported. You may continue this meditation as long as you like, continuing to float until you don't feel like floating anymore, until you're ready to come out the ocean. If you like to do so, you can turn this session off now. Otherwise, I will ring the singing bowl. And as I ring the singing bowl, you can bring into your mind's eye yourself coming out of the ocean, bringing your feet back down to the ocean floor, gently and gracefully walking with the waves back to the shoreline, continuing to use your ocean breath to breathe and be completely part of the present. Gently open your eyes and allow yourself to reset as you refocus to go on with your day. Thank yourself for coming today and on a job well done. You didn't have to come. You could have done anything else today, but you came here, and I appreciate you and love you. Thank you, and have a beautiful day. Namaste. Thank you.